Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Leah and we are doing April's AMA video today. So what is AMA? It means ask me anything. It does not have to be guinea pig related. I have done already 2 other videos. I am going to be doing this monthly and a lot of people seem to really enjoy this type of video. So we're going to continue this as a once a month series. Let's dive in. How long have you owned guinea pigs? I feel like I probably answered this last month, but just in case I didn't, my very first pair of guinea pigs that I got was back in 2015, and yes, they were pet store guinea pigs. That was well before I even knew that guinea pig rescues had existed. But even then, the nearest guinea pig rescue to me is an hour away, and I honestly don't think they existed back in 2015. I don't believe so, but I might be wrong. What is the meaning of life in a guinea pig's perspective? Ooh, that's a very good one. I believe it was Quiggies that answered or asked this question. Excuse me, that was a burp at the same time. Ooh. Yeah, I believe it was Quiggies that asked me that. Jen, this was a fabulous question. I'm so glad you asked me. Let's get into my response. So I think from a guinea pig's perspective, the meaning of life is surprisingly simple and actually kind of beautiful. Safety equals everything. A guinea pig is always thinking like a prey because they are a prey animal. Life is about finding a place where they don't feel like something is about to eat them or constantly attack them with hawk-like hands. If they feel safe around you, you're basically their whole world. Food is joy, not just survival. So, what does that mean? Well, hay isn't just a food. It's comfort, it's routine, it's happiness. The sound of a bag crinkling or the tote bin opening, that's pure excitement. Life equals the next snack, the next veggie, the next pile of hay. Companionship matters deeply. Guinea pigs are herd animals, and being alone isn't natural for them. So, their meaning of life includes having a buddy to chatter with, nap beside, and follow around like a teeny, squeaky shadow. Or sometimes it doesn't work that way in the domestic situation, so sometimes having a bar buddy to talk to and eat beside is ideal. Routine is peace. You want to have the same feeding times, the same voices, the same environment. This is what makes life feel right. Because chaos can be scary. Predictability is happiness. And small moments are actually really big moments. A cozy hide, a fresh blanket, a gentle head scratch, a zoomie across the cage. These aren't little things to guinea pigs. They are everything. And trust is the highest achievement. When a guinea pig relaxes, flops over, or closes their eyes near you, that's basically their version of saying, life is good and I feel safe. I trust you. So in guinea pig terms, the meaning of life is stay safe, eat well, love your herd, and enjoy the soft, quiet moments. Honestly, they might be onto something. Similar to children. Children just want to have a safe environment, food on the table, roof over their head, and to feel loved. They're onto something, definitely. What do I do if my guinea pigs eat something that they're not supposed to, such as chicken or onion? Well, if your guinea pig eats something it shouldn't, like chicken or onions, what you do next depends on what it was and how much they ate. But in general, don't panic, but act quickly and monitor closely. So first, know the risk level. For example, onions would be considered high risk because onions are toxic to guinea pigs. They can damage the red blood cells and lead to serious issues. What do you want to watch for? Lethargy, pale gums, weakness, loss of appetite. Even a small amount of onion can be concerns. They eat chicken. It's moderate risk, but still a risk. Guinea pigs are strict herbivores. They should not be eating meat. A tiny nibble usually won't necessarily poison them, but it can still really upset their digestive system. There's a risk of choking depending on texture, and it can disrupt the gut bacteria. So what to do immediately is remove access to the food. Make sure they cannot get more of it. Offer fresh hay and lots of water. Fresh water. Hay helps keep their digestive system moving properly. Don't ever try to induce vomiting with guinea pigs. They physically don't have the ability to vomit. You want to monitor closely for the next 24 to 48 hours. You want to watch for no eating or drinking, smaller or no poops, diarrhea, bloating, hunched posture, low energy. If you notice any of those signs, this is urgent and you need to get your guinea pig to an exotics vet. So when do you call a vet? If they ate onions, no matter what amount, call a vet ASAP. If they ate a large amount of chicken, if they show any symptoms at all, or you're unsure of how much they ate, guinea pigs can decline very quickly, especially with gut issues. So here's the important reality check. Guinea pigs have extremely sensitive digestive systems, and something that seems small to us can actually turn into GI stasis with potential fatality. Toxic reactions like with onions. The bottom line is that onion consumption equals an emergency level concern. Emergency vet appointment. Chicken is less toxic but still not safe. When in doubt, call an exotic vet sooner rather than later. Don't go to Facebook groups. Some groups can take up to 24 hours for a post-approval, and by then you can lose your pet. It's not worth the risk. Why do some people say to separate guinea pig pups at 300 grams? In my humble opinion, guinea pig pups should be separated at 21 days, no sooner, no later, and this is for male pups specifically, boy guinea pig babies. And the reason being that relying on 300 grams can be risky because waiting for a pup to hit 300 grams can actually cause problems. So some pups reach 300 grams after the 3-week mark. That leads to being too late and potential risk for pregnancy. That male pup can now potentially impregnate the mother or siblings if they are all together. Some guinea pigs pups hit 300 grams before the 3-week mark. So that doesn't mean that they're ready to leave mom. Weight doesn't tell if they are sexually mature. So using weight alone is a very, very unreliable and potentially dangerous thing to do. How much hay do guinea pigs go through in 1 month? So this response can actually vary because it depends on one, how many guinea pigs you own, but it's not specifically asking how much hay guinea pigs actually consume in a month, but rather how much do they go through. So the response is going to vary from owner to owner, because some owners use hay piles and they use a lot of hay, like perhaps even 90 ounces per 24-hour period. And then others use hay feeders to help control the potential waste. So as long as guinea pigs are getting fed good quality hay, and the amount offered won't change. A healthy guinea pig will typically eat twice his or her body size in hay within a 24-hour period. Hopefully that helps answer your inquiry. Your question. Another good question. How soon after passing away can you start introductions to a new friend? So the timing for introducing a new friend isn't a one-size-fits-all, but here's the real balanced answer from a guinea pig perspective. For the surviving guinea pigs don't necessarily grieve the exact same way humans do, but they do feel loss and loneliness pretty quickly. They might become quiet or withdrawn, less active, less interested in food, and that's the biggest red flag. Because they are herd animals, being alone can be stressful for them. Mr. Mateo is a prime example of that. So, ideally, you want to introduce a new companion within a few days to a week. Bottom line is that as soon as it's safely possible for the surviving guinea pig, but don't rush if there is any health uncertainty. One of our next questions is, can dogs eat shrimp? Now, according to the American Kennel Club, dogs can eat shrimp, but it has to be fully cooked. It has to be peeled. That means no shells, no tails, and given in moderation as an occasional treat. Because shrimp has a high protein and low fat source of nutrients like vitamin B12, never feed raw shrimp with butter, salt, garlic, or oil. So how much shrimp can dogs eat? Well, moderation is the key to adding any new food item or treat to a dog's diet. Every pup is different, and some might react differently to shrimp than others. 1 or 2 pieces of shrimp are usually enough for most dogs. And for small dogs, it's a good idea to offer a partial piece of shrimp as a precaution. I hope that answers that question. So moving on to question 7. Do you have a favorite animal? Now, this is a repeated question. I know for a fact I answered this either in the first or second AMA. So, growing up, my favorite animal was a monkey. I can't explain why. There was just something about monkeys that I really liked. In fact, on this arm, I used to have a yellow monkey tattooed to me. I say used to because I've had it covered up since. But I still do really love monkeys. My nickname was a monkey. Family nickname. My parents' cousin, that we used to spend a lot of time with, they used to call me Monkey because I used to climb on top of everything. I loved monkeying around. What can I say? What can I say? But if we're talking about current favorite animal, I think it's safe to say guinea pigs. Well, I'm pointing to a capybara, but no, guinea pigs. Anyway, yes, my favorite animal would have to be guinea pigs currently. Now, we have one last final question, and it's actually a very good question. I have it up on my screen on the phone, so I'm just going to read what this person wrote. They said, I'm currently keeping 3 guinea pigs. I'm down from 7 over the last 18 months. Everyone is coming up on 5 to 6 years old. Probably based on age estimates when I adopted them. I'm probably going to lose the other ones soon too. I used to replace when one would pass away, but these last 4 deaths have hit me really hard. 3 of them involved long declines with me hand feeding them till the very end. Well, I just want to say thank you for your dedication to your guinea pigs. And I am truly sorry for all of your losses. I feel that. I had a lot of losses last year, 1 this year so far. So the question is, do you ever consider just letting your herd age out and not replacing them? Do the losses ever get to you? So it's a very good question. It's not talked about a lot, to be honest. But I personally don't like to think of it as me replacing a guinea pig. When I adopt new guinea pigs in, it's because I know I have more space in my heart and more love to give out to these animals. It's it's nothing to do with necessarily replacing it, although I know a lot of other people might look at it as, oh, you're just going to replace the one that passed away. And a couple of my in real life, in-person friends that live locally that I spend time with, they look at it as that. Anytime I've taken in a new guinea pig after having one pass a couple of months prior, they're like, are you ever going to stop replacing the ones that pass away? And I honestly, it hurts my heart when people view it that way. I don't want to think of it as replacing them. No person or human, when they pass away, can be replaced. No pet, when they pass away, can be replaced. So my view is, have I ever thought of letting my herd age out? I've said it in the past before to multiple people. You know, the amount of deaths that I go through with these guinea pigs, and the way that it happens sometimes, it's so traumatic. And I always end up saying, no, I'm not going to get any more. No, I'm not going to take any more. I'm going to just let the ones I have here live out their lives, and we'll see what happens in the future. And every time I say that, I always end up finding the space in my heart to open up and take more in. But I have to be realistic and set a limit. Especially recently with Ginny's abscess that I've been dealing with. It's been a very long 3 weeks dealing with this, and it's still ongoing. And then other guinea pigs, when they fall ill, it can be stressful when you're the only sole caretaker of these animals. But I honestly don't know where the future lies as to how many I will have or any of that. So I can't really honestly say, truthfully, that I'm going to let my herd age out and then that's it. I don't think I could ever really do that. But maybe being realistic and setting a limit and sticking with it can be a goal of my own. I hope that helps answer your question. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed this month's AMA. And you know the drill. Comment down below any inquiries or questions that you have. It doesn't have to be about guinea pigs. It could be about anything. And I will see you in next month's AMA. Bye for now.